This is Nick with Temple of Geek, and we are here at Comic-Con Revolution talking to some of the Star Wars Rebels cast. Let's hear what they have to say. I'm here with Taylor Gray, who plays Ezra Bridger on Star Wars Rebels. So you just said you were just really getting started with cons. How has it been for you to be around the fans?
It's been great. It's been busy, sort of nonstop all day long, which has been amazing because so many people are excited to come up and chat with you about Star Wars and everything that is coming out from Lucasfilm. So I've been having a blast meeting everybody.
So you said Star Wars Rebels was really kind of like your foray, your start into Star Wars. What was kind of one of the biggest revelations when diving into the Star Wars world or in Rebels itself?
You realize how sort of ubiquitous and universal Star Wars is. Like the way I always described it to friends was the way the Beatles are sort of a pillar in music. Star Wars is that in cinema, but you don't even realize that. Like, when I was young, it was obviously all around, but now it's sort of that thing of like when you're looking for everything red, you miss everything that's blue. Now that being a part of Star Wars, I see it. It's like bumper stickers, it's on everyone's t-shirts, you see lunch pails. Like Star Wars is just everywhere, and it's so cool that it's such a big fan base.
How do you feel about people seeing people dressed as Ezra all around?
I love it. I'm such a fan of it myself now. The one that really blows me away are the tattoos. When people have it tattooed, that one is very surprising. When it'll be the character, yeah, I love it.
So Ezra got into a lot of like antics with Chopper, with Zeb, with Sabine. Do you have a favorite side quest that you went on with them?
I would say anything with Hondo. Hondo is just such a fun character, and the way that we bounce back and forth and what he would get up to and get Ezra into, those were my favorite.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely.
Yeah, been a pleasure.
Have a good one.
Here with Vanessa Marshall, who voices Hera Syndulla in both Star Wars Rebels and The Bad Batch. What is it like for you to be here at Comic-Con Revolution, be here with the fans?
It is a dream come true. I live in Los Angeles, and it's very rare that I find other Star Wars fans in the greater Los Angeles area. So for me, this is kind of a homecoming in, the place where I live. So it's very special to me. I end up usually traveling all over. So this was just a welcome addition to my fun memories with Star Wars fans.
Hera is both a mother figure to everybody, but also a rebel leader. How do you go about finding a voice for somebody like that?
I start with the intentions and the acting stakes at hand, meaning if I think about a voice, I can't produce anything, but if I come from someone's heart and mind, the voice finds itself. And Hera's very much like I am. I don't know if it's being Italian, because I'm fiercely loyal and I want to feed everybody. And not that Hera feeds people, but I find that, these characters very much mirror who we are as people. Taylor is very much like Ezra, Freddie's very much like Kanan, and so on and on and on. And Hera is very much like myself. So I didn't think much about her voice, but more about her heart.
So is Dave a lot like Chopper?
Oh, he's so like Chopper.
So I would say, for me in Star Wars, Hera and Kanan is probably one of the greatest love stories in Star Wars. How was that for you? I know it wasn't an easy ending, but...
Yes, it wasn't an easy ending, and it's what's interesting about Lucasfilm and Disney and how incredibly talented they are is that we could read something on the page and we could never conceive of the poetic imagery and colors and sound that ultimately created that moment in animation, that I was not only there reading it and experiencing it in the making of, but in the watching it, I was just as delighted as every Star Wars fan, and also just as devastated, and able to still experience the narrative as a fan. And to me, that speaks of their absolute genius. So I'm grateful that I could still fangirl out on that moment, and then I have to remind myself, oh wait, I was in that. Wow. But that's how incredible they are, that it becomes so involving that I had amnesia about ever recording it. It's so much better than anything I could have ever conceived of, that it just blew my mind watching it.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.